what's amazing about the opportunity we've been given here is it's the first time we've put together these three areas of the business in its own place. Normally they coexist under one roof: airclad, product, airflow. They're all in the mix with each other. I've pulled them all apart. And so for me, when I go, if I'm really truthful, I did think about this, when I go down and look at the show, I like each room for completely different reasons, and I'll explain. I like the room with all the small products in because it's incredibly personal. It was where we learn so much, right and wrong. And I feel there's some unfinished business. There's still an opportunity there. I don't think that they've gone, that we finished doing small products. I love it. And there are things in there that I look at and I think, we should have done more with that. That could have been so much better. That could have been such a much bigger opportunity. And when I look at that room, the eclectic mix of all the things we've done, and it's only a small sample, it shows actually how much you can produce, how many things that can be done. So I like that room for those reasons. When I go to the airflow room, for me it's completely different. It's much more controlled. It's very, we know what we're doing. We knew what we were doing. So I like it graphically, and it is a lot to do with marketing and 3D event companies and things like that. I like it. It's a stepping stone. So I like it, but it's not. It doesn't. It's a good room. It's a good solid room. But the airclad for me is a room of opportunity. It's a whole. The airclad is a room where I know there's more to come. It's now just found its position, and there's so many opportunities with airclad in terms of humanitarian projects, portable accommodation, various things like that. So it's a good place. That room's in a good place. So, I look at the three, but I suppose in a strange way, the graphics room, I always wanted to be a graphic designer. The graphics room is filled with graphic design work. None of it's mine. It's all done by other graphic design companies. But I'm very particular about the graphics. I'm very particular about where the logo sits and the line thicknesses. And so when I looked at that room, it was actually kind of interesting because I'd never put all the graphics up before. They've just been in boxes. And it made me realise that in a way, it does question. I sort of wonder, is the air and the inflatable an excuse to do graphic projects? Is it all just one big explosion of fun because I want to make nice boxes, because I want to have nice labels, because I want to have nice bags to put things in? So it's it's kind of a weird thing. That room is the graphics room has no product relevance, no relevance to anything that it does, but it's the bit for me that holds everything together between the airclad, the small products, and the airflow structures. They all come under this umbrella, and it holds it. It has the unenviable job where it has to hold those three together, and that's tricky, a tricky job, and I like it because I don't do it, but I'm very interested in I started as a graphic designer, so I'm very interested in that business. So I suppose I don't know if I've answered the question in a way. What is the best thing, or what thing that's most? It's difficult because I do genuinely enjoy everything we've done. Everything I show, I wouldn't put it in if I didn't like the look of it, if I didn't like it, if I couldn't stand by it and say I actually. Yeah, we did this. I wouldn't put it there. It's as simple as that. But it's like I said. It's like the products remain unfinished business. There's still so much you can do with the small products. There's so much potential packaging, lighting, and with the internet now, you've got this flat pack product that you can ship. It's made for the internet. We never benefited from the internet when we did the products because it wasn't used in the same way. So this whole world of postable gift items, if it would be. So it's a kind of mixture of... I can't answer. I love it all.
Thank you.
Okay. But I've got to say it's for us, it's really great to have had the opportunity for you to have contacted us to give us the opportunity to show here, because also the museum itself captures the spirit of air beyond what we see. It's funny, like if you come in here, what our exhibition downstairs shows, whilst for me it's nearly 20 years of my life, what this museum shows is actually what's 20 years of one person's life is completely different to what another person's view of air is, view of inflatables are. And I think that's what makes air magic, is that you could have, you don't own the territory, you don't have a right to it, you just take and work with what the bit that you see that you have a passion for. But the possibilities of air is just massive. There's just so much potential. You know, they're just like taking wind turbines, for example. That's a whole industry. Kites, turbines, mills. Yeah, it's a whole world. Someone could dedicate their whole life just to that subject and never complete it. You know, that's the scary thing, is that you can go on for infinitum. So it's cool. I do talk a lot.